everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do an update on Kane's 6-month checkup, and we did go during COVID, which I know is interesting to a lot of people, like how they did it, how we got into the hospital or the doctors and all of that. So I'm going to tell you that, and I have his stats, if you would say that, on what he weighs and how tall he is, and a few other questions I had for the doctor. So I'm going to walk through kind of like how we got in. I did bring both kids with me. Don't mind Mila. She had to join me, of course. I see. And Kane is sleeping. So first to get in, so we pulled into the parking structure, and there's... Okay, you need to sit down. Mommy's making a video, so sit down quietly. Sit down. Okay, sit down. No talking. So we pulled into the parking garage, and there is a tent with a gentleman who is asking us if we have an appointment, because I guess you can only go in if you have an appointment. None of the emergency services were available. So we said, obviously we have an appointment. We had to check in at the first floor and get pre-screened, and then we could go up into our appointment. So of course I park on the second floor and have to take both kids downstairs, wait into this line, and they have like an employee line and a patient line, and myself and Mila both had to get our temperature taken, and then we were giving these little stickers to like say we were healthy. And then once we went into the door, so that was outside the doors to the main building, and once we got to the doors, there were 2 people with hand sanitizer, and everybody had to put hand sanitizer on. I of course had to wear a mask. I was interested to see, I couldn't find Mila's mask for some reason. I think because I had so many donations in my car, but I donated everything, so I couldn't find her mask. So I was kind of worried about her and not having a mask and not letting us in, but I know the law is 2 and under, they don't. But I had run into a few situations where they wouldn't let Mila in because she didn't have a mask. But once we got in, we went to the second floor, went in. When we walked into where the Pediatrics is, there were like blue tape on the ground, and you had to stand on the blue tape, which is like 6 feet away from the desk. And the person behind the desk had plexiglass board, plexi see-through board here, and then that person was like a foot behind that, so it was a little bit hard to hear. And they were a little far, and they just again ask you if you've had symptoms, any sort of symptoms. Same thing downstairs before they did your temperature check, which was just like a laser, not a laser, but like a heat sensor, I'd assume, type of thing. So they'd ask if you had any contact with COVID or symptoms. Same thing when we got up to the office, they asked. Mila wanted to be in our video. It's a crazy boat. So they asked us again if we had any symptoms. We didn't, obviously, so we went and sat down. They called us back and did all the weight checking, all of that. Went back to the room, and the doctor came in, and these are the questions that I had for him. The questions that I asked him were about Kane's eye. So this right eye, to me and to a lot of people who like to vocalize their opinion, say that his right eye looks like a lazy eye. So I had already messaged the doctor probably like a month ago about it, and she said that it looks good from the pictures. So I'd already messaged the doctor with pictures of his eyes about 2 weeks ago, I want to say, and she said it looked good. His pupils were lined up. I of course am just over concerned, especially when people make comments about it, so it makes you like hyper aware of it, and it does run in my family on my side. So this was not our regular pediatrician, this was just someone I can get into fast. So he checked his eyes, checked the back of his eyes, I'm assuming. He said they were red, which is perfectly normal. That's the color that That's the color that they should be. White is not good, I guess. So red is perfect. If anything, the right might be in just a little bit, but since the bridge of his nose is flat, so it creates more of an optical illusion that it looks worse than it is. So that was my concern overall of what was going on with his eye. Mila had something very similar with one of her eyes would go in, but she seemed to outgrow it. I mean, now she's fine. We haven't had any intervention or anything like that. But with him, I wanted to catch it earlier if it was something that needed more attention. That was the only concern that I brought up to the doctor. He went over food, obviously not giving him hot dogs or grapes, and how many times he should be eating, so 2 to 3. He said to start introducing peanut butter, which we will start doing. We did it early with Mila, I believe, too. So we'll definitely be doing that. He did get 2 shots, and he did pretty well. He is most definitely better on that aspect than Mila. Mila would scream forever, and Kane just screamed, I mean, maybe for 30 seconds, and then he was fine. He never gets a fever or anything like that, unlike this one who gets a fever sky high any shot that she gets. So that is the update on what the doctor said. From there, we had to go back down to the first floor, back out that way, go up the stairs of the parking garage and do the whole thing. They blocked off all of the doors except for the main entrance. So that is our COVID 6-month checkup kind of experience, and it definitely is a lot, and we're hoping soon they're going to open up a little bit more here in California, but you never know. It's a bit slow for my liking, but we're getting there. We're getting through it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.